Cyberrats is a fast and dangerous game of corporate warfare and alien invasions. Characters are cheap and disposable, at least as far as your employers are concerned. What's more, there's a whole globe which needs protecting or exploiting, and therefore multiple teams are needed. This means that you'll be playing at least 2 characters throughout your campaign of Cyberrats, and perhaps many more if the dice aren't in your favor. To help facilitate this, character creation is a simple 7-step process that'll allow you to create new, varied Cyberrats on the fly. Let's begin. Step 1. Choose your MegaCorp. In Cyberrats, there are 3 MegaCorps allied together representing the player's character faction, each of which grant characters one of 2 starting abilities. The 3 MegaCorps are Gargoyle, a highly diversified company with holdings in many industries. Dorsey, an entertainment and social media company with hooks into education. And Golden Calf, the financial monopoly of the world. Step 2. Choose your Mutator. Mutators define the form your Cyberrats take, like race or species in other games. There are 3 Mutators, each of which grant your characters one of 3 starting abilities. The 3 Mutators are Enlightened Rat Swarm, a mass of rats sharing a single consciousness capable of taking the general shape of a person. The abilities they offer take advantage of their malleable form. A Brute, a big 10-foot tall rat. The abilities they offer take advantage of their size and heft. Cyborg, a little intelligent rat, or what's left of one, stuffed into a robotic human suit and laden with cyberware. These abilities take advantage of their built-in cybernetics. Step 3. Choose your motivation. Surprise! It's debt. No way around it. You were born in debt, you will work because of debt, and you'll likely die in debt. But if you can manage to actually pay it off with your mission pay, you might just retire. Roll 1d6 plus 10 for your debt. This represents unusable corporate finances, inaccessible and subsumed by your unnaturally born obligation to your corporate masters. You cannot use this debt to purchase any upgrades. Step 4. Distribute your attributes. Whenever you take an action, choose one of 3 abilities to represent the path your character takes to achieve their desired outcome. Smash represents one's ability to assert physical force and the manipulation of objects through strength and sheer exertion. It also represents a more aggressive, perhaps reckless approach. Cyber represents one's intellectual and technical understanding, their mental prowess, and is used for tasks that require a methodical and often technological approach. And Sly represents one's abilities to perform quickly and without drawing notice, operating through a more discreet approach. At character creation, each attribute starts with a score of 0. You have 5 points to allocate to these 3 abilities, these 3 attributes, though no attribute can have a score higher than 3 at character creation. Step 5. Additional debt. You can choose to take additional debt. Whatever debt you rolled in Step 3 is set and unusable. You can choose to take an additional amount of debt up to a total of 20. For example, if you started with 13 debt in Step 3, you can choose to take an additional 7 debt to spend on equipment. You can purchase usable items, armor, weapons, and upgrades for each with this starting debt. Technically, you're spending script to purchase gear parts, which you then exchange for equipment, but gear parts cost just 1 script each, so buying and building gear is simple. Some options, marked with a lock symbol, are not available for purchase during character creation. It is advisable to spend a good portion of this debt on some armor, 1 weapon, and perhaps an upgrade or tag each. You may not use this debt to purchase construction pieces for base building, nor can you buy powers or upgrade your character using this starting debt. Step 6. Personal details. Defining your character can be as simple as assigning them a name, though the character sheet provides a box for a character portrait, and it's advisable to define some sort of basic personality. My advice is to work with your fellow players to create characters that tie together and will play well off of each other. One important character detail you must define, though, is your next of kin. Cyberrats is a deadly game, and if or when your character passes, they'll be able to pass along any unspent gear parts or construction pieces to an operative of their choosing, along with a personal, sentimental item. It may also be extra fun to write up a short death letter to read should your character die in the line of corporate duty. Step 7. Final touches. In Cyberrats, your operatives start out as interns. They do not yet have a career, the class system in this game, which better defines their health, resources, and powers. Instead, each starting operative begins play with 4 HP and 3 biotech, plus whatever starting powers they chose from the MegaCorp and Mutator. With that, your first 2 intern operatives are built. With luck, you won't need any of these steps again until your next campaign. But I wouldn't count on it. But wait, what about careers, powers, and all these upgrades? Let's talk character advancement. After your first mission, you'll choose your operative's career, which will change their HP and biotech values and unlock a level 0 ability from the specialization of their choice. You can also choose a nickname. Careers, like classes in other games, define the bulk of a character's abilities. Each career is further divided into 3 advancement paths to represent different playstyles. Characters can mix and match abilities between the 3 paths, but may only have 1 ability from each row. Throughout the game, you can spend script to purchase new abilities. Each new ability costs 1 script per row, and there are 4 classes. The 4 careers are Vector. Vector is capable of harming and disrupting enemy forces or providing support to the team. The Trenchy, the big, tough soldier focusing on weapons and destruction. The Mind Job, psionic specialists who exert their will over others and augment the flow of battle. And the Ratter, roguish operatives specializing in the use of each mutator's form and function. From this point on, your ability to further upgrade and refine your characters are linked to the script you earn during your missions. You'll have to carefully decide whether to spend that script on equipment, powers, health and biotech, contribute to the player HQ, or even save up for retirement. And that's character creation in Cyberrats. I wish both your new interns a long, happy, and profitable career. Now go out and drive out those interlopers, and make Valdivian look bad doing it. Thank you for watching this bite-sized tutorial. If you enjoy what we're doing here at RPGs Uncovered, consider heading over to our Ko-Fi, where you can find written accounts of these tutorials, as well as other behind-the-scenes extras for players and GMs. For a more in-depth guide of Cyberrats as a whole, check out the Everything You Need to Know video here.